I'm Sky.
I'm Finn.
I'm Delaney.
I'm Harrison.
And we are
And we're
And we are
And we're
Blue Crew Broadcast.
Hey guys, it's Harrison.
And I'm Sky.
And today we'll be talking about fall holiday traditions along with our guest speaker, Miss Scollon. So, Skyler, what are some of your fall holiday traditions?
I don't focus a lot on fall, but I will say pumpkin carving and going and picking pumpkins are probably a must. I mean, it's pumpkins. I don't know. Thanksgiving we celebrate obviously, but like it's not a huge holiday in my family. Like it's only me and my dad, so me and him don't make a huge deal out of it. But when I used to live with my grandparents and my sister and stuff, we made a huge deal out of it. Like we'd bake and make a huge dinner. But really, my only Thanksgiving tradition is baking with my grandma, and me and my dad play cards every day on Thanksgiving or every year on Thanksgiving.
What was your favorite thing to bake with your grandma?
Apple pies.
You can make apple pies, that's crazy. Pies are literally so hard to make. Like my sister, she's a super pro baker, and like I've seen the process of making pies, and it's like, oh my gosh,
They take
like that,
forever.
it took so long. She made like a blueberry pie. Oh, so good. And she said like the hardest part to make was definitely like the crust, because it had to be like flaky enough, but like not too crumbly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That part I usually I'm like, Grandma, you can do it. And then I'll just like knead it out for you.
That's
But what
great.
about you? What are your traditions?
So typically Thanksgiving is huge for my family because we always go to my Uncle Ralph's house, and it's all the cousins' babies, and all of us just packed in the house and eating tamales and ham and turkey and stuff. My favorite's mashed potatoes, 100%. Mashed
Same.
potatoes is so bomb.
Oof.
But like this year was so different. Like we had to keep it super small. So it was just me and my mom, dad, two sisters, my brother. So just like my nuclear family. And then my aunt, my uncle, and my grandma. And it was
Mm-hmm.
like, dang, this is so different. But we actually had two Thanksgivings. One's on Thanksgiving and one on Friday as well. We
Oh,
had that one with my uncle on my mom's side. So that was really cool.
that's nice. How was your Thanksgiving break?
My Thanksgiving break. What did I thought it was gonna be a lot more adventurous because like it's a week. And like by adventurous I mean like going up to Mount Baldy or Idlewild or Wrightwood or stuff like that because I absolutely love hiking. But no, I kind of just relaxed at home, worked. Um, oh, I did catch up on a lot of sleep. That was awesome. What about you? How'd your Thanksgiving break go?
um, Caught up on a lot of sleep as well, but it was college app week for me.
Oof.
So a bit stressful, but other than that, just chilled. Saw some of my friends, but
Yeah, that's pretty
sleep.
sick. I think especially for like the seniors, our senior listeners, either they had a very relaxing Thanksgiving break or a college essay cram filled Thanksgiving break. Both are okay, but I'm
Yeah,
very
probably
happy
no
that
in between there.
I know. I'm so happy I finished my college apps earlier.
Yeah, procrastination's not the way to go.
But it's
Um,
okay. It's time to relax.
yeah, very true. So, out of all of the holidays, which one's your favorite? Or which one do you look more forward to the
That's
most?
so hard. Okay, Christmas is absolutely fantastic, but I have to say 4th of July is probably my favorite holiday just because always as like a little kid, um, like we would go to my grandma's house and like light fireworks and stuff, and just like all the noise and lights and stuff from the fireworks was so awesome. But like so that's my favorite holiday, but my favorite time of year is definitely now. Like from September to January is like my favorite time of year. What about you?
Um, I definitely have to agree on this time of year being my favorite. Maybe not all the way back to September, but like the winter season I absolutely love, but I also love summer. So I love 4th of July and just I mean, this year was different obviously because of quarantine and stuff, but usually they're like our block has like a huge block party and like me and my friends do stuff. This year was more secluded, but the vibe of 4th of July is the best. But I am an absolute Christmas fanatic. Love Christmas. Like most people disagree with this, but me, like I love Christmas November 1st. But like in my household, my dad's like, "No, you're not playing Christmas music until like after Thanksgiving." So
Okay, do you agree with that? Like when if you were to put a deadline or the start date of when you can play Christmas music, when would you put it?
um for being acceptable, like honestly, November 1st.
No,
But I
that's
don't
crazy.
love Christmas music. I don't I just like when I hear it, you can't help but like be happy. So like
You know,
I love
that is
Christmas.
so true. That is so true because I personally don't think Christmas music should be allowed to be played in public areas
Okay.
until around December 1st.
Yes, I agree with that.
And you know what else makes me so like, is when I see Christmas decorations already in Costco or Target at like the start of November,
Before
end of
or
October.
before Halloween, like Home Depot had Christmas up like before Halloween. I was like,
And
what?
it's like, just enjoy Thanksgiving. Like, stop trying to rush Thanksgiving for Christmas, man. Like, oh
Yes.
my gosh.
But I will
Yeah,
have to say, my room's already decorated for Christmas. Like as soon as Thanksgiving's over, it's like Christmas is on. Um, I don't I just love Christmas, but also just because it's such a happy like cliche as it is, but it's like you can't help but be happy
it's
during
the
Christmas.
happiest time of the year, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm so ready for actually, okay. It was kind of weird because last year I kind of felt like Christmas was rushed and I almost felt disassociated from it. I don't know if like any of our other listeners, but I feel ready this year, you know? Like, I don't know if it's because like I've had time to think about gifts for people or other things, but I am so ready for Christmas.
I agree with that. I feel okay, but junior year, I felt like overall was just super rushed and just like busy,
Yeah,
busy, busy. So I feel like that made the holiday season go by way faster. And like, yeah, senior year's busy, but also we're in quarantine, so we're not like at school busy with stuff. So it's more like anticipating. Like ever since quarantine started, I was like, gosh, I can't wait for Christmas. Like March, I was like, I just want Christmas already. So I will say I've been looking forward to Christmas way more this year. But then also the fact it's kind of like last Christmas at home before like we go away for college too. So it's like more
yeah,
important.
that's crazy. This was our last Thanksgiving break. This Christmas break is gonna be our last Christmas. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Oh my gosh.
Like, I mean, depending on where you go to college, some people like will be at home or like hopefully, um, depending on COVID situation. But like traditionally, if you're going anywhere away from home, next year you're gonna be coming back home for Christmas. And that's just crazy to think. Like that, I don't know, blows my mind.
Dude. Oh, that's to all our juniors and below listeners. Do not take these breaks for granted, man. Oh,
It
shoot.
hits you like a rock. Not even kidding you.
I kn- I didn't even think about that till right now. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I think the one that's gonna hit me most is spring break because that's like our last break before we graduate. That one's gonna be crazy.
Oh my gosh.
It's crazy. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Okay, what I am most excited for right now, especially since we're in the season for college applications, is like the college acceptances. Like, I am so excited for that because right now, like, we're in the season of anticipation. You know what I'm saying? Like, we filled out all of our applications, all of that information. and now it's like we're just
Yeah.
waiting for
I will say, so I've already been accepted into 4 universities, and it is the
congratulations.
thank you. It's like, I mean, they're not my top ones, but like it's still great to like that feeling of like 4 years
Yeah,
finally paid off. The
exactly.
anticipation on like all of the main ones is just like wrench. Like the UCs are probably not going to hear back for like 3 months, 4 months. Like, whew,
Dude, I know.
just. And then they, okay, never mind. I'm not even going there. I was going to say like they've extended the deadline for UCs. I was like, okay, now
Yeah,
I'm
wasn't
going
it like December 4th or something?
yeah.
Or the deadline was November 30th, and then they
And now it's
extended it.
like December 4th, and I was like, okay. So I rushed over break for nothing, but okay.
Funny.
Okay, so back onto like holiday topic. And I know we were talking about fall, but I just got to ask, Christmas music, you're a fan of after when it's appropriate, right? What's your
Yeah.
favorite Christmas song or like music?
When I was younger and I could hit the high notes, Mariah Carey. You know, oh that
For
song is
sure.
legendary. I could hit the high notes any day. And now my voice has changed, so I'll definitely have to say I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Just that one.
Vocals,
That
okay, I see you.
one's so good.
But by who? Whose version?
Is that Andy Williams, I
Mm,
think? Because he has
yeah.
a super nice deep voice, and it's just like,
Very
oh
smooth.
yeah, very, very, very smooth. What about you? What's your favorite Christmas song?
Um, there's just so many. I don't think I have like a favorite, but I love Frank Sinatra Christmas. Like he fills like my music playlist is like mainly Frank Sinatra Christmas because it's like it's Frankie. Like, come on, man. Like,
Okay, hold on. Do you think Michael Bublé is the next Frank Sinatra, or do you think he's better than Frank Sinatra?
better? I don't know about that. I love Michael. Like he's a good like he's got a great voice, but Frank is a legend.
He's
Gotta
a
love him.
classic, dude.
He's a classic. So maybe yeah, I could see like Michael Bublé being like the next Frank Sinatra, but not he doesn't live up to Frank.
Yeah. Yeah, Frank Sinatra's just something else, man. Okay, so I'm going to bring it back to food. Is there a difference in Thanksgiving food to Christmas food? Because for my family, it's not, it doesn't really change. You know, like the only thing is that we have like more selections of tamales than Thanksgiving. So what about you?
Well, okay, so like I said, so when we celebrate with my like huge family, like it's all of us together and we do like a traditional Thanksgiving or Christmas. It's not that much of a change. Like I think the only thing that changes is like turkey to ham. But
Yeah.
even like at Christmas, we like our like when we have our entire family, which is like a huge amount of people, we usually tend to have both. But my dad's not a huge like for Thanksgiving, my dad's not a huge turkey fan, so he likes to grill. So we don't do like traditional like for Thanksgiving, I had salmon and my dad had like steak or something. Like we don't do traditional. But Christmas, I will say for us is more traditional because I don't know, it just always has been, you know. But we don't
That's
have our
pretty sweet.
Christmas dinner like Christmas Day. We always have it Christmas Eve.
Okay, yeah, same. I always have with my dad's side of the family, we always have Christmas on Christmas Eve. And then with like my nuclear family, my mom, dad, and siblings, it's always on Christmas. And I like it like that. Like I know some families that only celebrate it on Christmas Day, and it's like,
I
you
think
know,
we do. So we do a little bit of both. So like Christmas Eve is for dinner, and like we have a tradition of like opening one present on Christmas Eve, and then Christmas movies is a must. But like that's just in December, I would say. But then Christmas Day is like when we'll have like my sister and her fiance, and like we see like the rest of our family. So Christmas Eve is more just me and my dad, and then Christmas Day is for the rest of the family.
that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't have a favorite Christmas movie. Like I've seen Elf too many times, Like
It's
it's still the
classic.
best. It's a classic. It's still the best. But like I've seen it too many times where if for like if there was an option, I probably wouldn't choose it, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know what my favorite Christmas movie is.
I feel like
What
Elf
is it?
is one though that you can watch throughout the entire year. It's not like you're like it's a Christmas movie, but I'm guilty of watching it in like July.
That's
So
yeah, honestly, I might say Nightmare Before Christmas is my favorite Christmas movie. Not
okay, so
even
I know the one I think our very first episode where we did the Halloween, I said I hadn't watched Nightmare Before Christmas. I finally watched it and I was missing out so much.
isn't
That
it
movie,
so
great.
good?
Movie is great.
It is
The
so
soundtrack,
good.
great. I don't know why it took me 17 years to watch it, but it was great.
Dude, it's so good. Oh my gosh.
I will say though, Grinch is
Which one?
probably, huh?
Which Grinch?
Jim Carrey. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Jim Carrey's the best.
Yeah. That's probably one of my favorites. And
I
I don't remember. It's like the old like Rudolph the Red Nose where it was like claymation.
Claymation.
Yes.
I
I
love
love
that
that.
one.
Yes, growing up.
That
There's
one
just
was the
so
one with like the weird cave monster or whatever, right? Yeah, that
yeah.
movie was so good.
There's like so many different versions that came off of that claymation too. I was like, it's amazing. Like,
I'm trying to remember. There was another one. Actually, it might be the same one. Maybe it's like it has like, why am I such a misfit? It's like,
oh yeah, I think that was Rudolph.
yeah, okay.
Yeah,
That's one of my favorite scenes from that. Oh my
I think
gosh, now I'm so excited for Christmas.
or like Frosty the Snowman.
Frosty the
Yes,
Snowman.
I loved
Okay,
it.
I remember watching like a certain Frosty the Snowman movie, and it was like he had a hole in his belly or something. It was like this weird animation one. I don't know who it was made by, but that one I remember very vividly for some reason. I don't
I
know
don't,
why.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Let me look it up. Let me see if I can find it. But what so out of all like the characters that come with Christmas, like the Grinch, Rudolph, Frosty, Santa, who's like your favorite like character of Christmas?
Oh, like out of all of the movies, or just like your traditional like?
I don't know, it could be anything.
That's such a hard. Okay, I can't say Grinch is my favorite, but he's become like I understand Grinch now. Like I understand why he wanted to live in a cave alone with his dog. Like,
Yeah.
I kind of he's become more relatable over the years, but like I don't know. I think Rudolph and like just Santa is just always like,
You know,
he's just like
the whole concept of Santa is so scary.
it is honestly the more you think about it, it is.
It's
But
just like,
like
gosh, man,
I know,
can't
I don't
escape him.
that yeah, no, that is kind of creepy the more you think about it. I think okay, over the past couple years, so I love to go back and watch like all Christmas episodes of my favorite shows. And I'm a huge Office fan. Freaking love this show so much. I've watched it like 9 times. And Dwight's Christmas, I can't remember his name, but like the character he has, I just like love Dwight. Like Dwight's Christmas is probably one of my favorite like parts of Christmas.
That's pretty, yeah. I need to get into The Office, but
Have you
I
ever
think
watched it?
I have watched the first season.
Mm.
I'm kind of still iffy on it,
It
but
gets better after the first season.
my favorite show Christmas one was like the what's it called? Why am I blank? I literally just lost my train of thought. It's okay though.
Can you describe it?
No, I completely forgot what I was gonna say. I'm just gonna pick the SpongeBob one though, with like it was like the "Don't be a jerk, it's Christmas." That
Yes.
song was always such a bop when I was a little kid.
I love SpongeBob too. There's just so many, like, the more you think about it, there's just more to add on to.
Yeah, dude.
There's so
I'm
many.
sorry for the dogs barking in the background.
It's okay.
Okay, so another tradition that I have is dressing up my animals as Santa Claus because we have a little Santa suit that fits both my dog. I have a little Shih Tzu poodle and a really fat cat, and it fits both of them. So we always dress them up in their Santa costume. And my boxer, she's right next to me. She has on her little red scarf for the holidays.
Oh, my dog hates anything put on her, so I can't. She won't let me dress her up.
Yeah. What? Okay. Do you have a cat?
I used to.
Did they like the Christmas tree?
Oh my gosh, yes. My tradition was I used to always like set up a Christmas tree in my room. Finally restarted it this year, but the year I got her for Christmas, but it was like the beginning of December I got her.
Yeah.
And she tore that thing apart. Like she loved playing, like she tore. I came in one day and all of the ornaments were off of it, broken. The tree stuff was everywhere. I was like, okay, I can't do this when I have my cat. Does yours?
So, yeah, I have 5 cats, and in the past, we would set up our Christmas tree, and then you'd like at 9 o'clock at night when we're all like just resting and stuff, you'd hear like ornaments falling and lights getting messed up
Did
and
you
stuff.
do your cats ever climb up the tree?
They haven't yet, which I'm very grateful for because I do not want to be the one picking up that mess.
I
But yeah, and
when my
oh my
Go
bad.
ahead.
No, you're go.
Oh, I was just gonna say when I had my cat, I just remember walking out into the living room one day, and we had a real tree that year, and we just put it in, so we hadn't had it decorated yet, and she was up all the way up on the tree hugging the thing, and I was like, dude, how'd you? I couldn't even reach her because she was like 7 feet into the air, and I was like, I don't know what to do here. She was just hugging the tree. I was like, okay, cool.
That's amazing. So my family, we kind of have a tradition. So it started like 3 or 4 years ago, but we stopped getting like the really big, like 6, 7 foot trees, just because like the needle cleanup would always be such a hassle. So like for the past couple of years, we've been getting like the super small little potted Christmas trees, like the Charlie Brown Christmas trees, and we've just been decorating those. And after Christmas, we plant them. So now we have a whole bunch of Christmas trees in my backyard that were from past Christmases, and it's really cool. It looks like a little forest.
Oh wait, I love that. That's such a cute idea.
And then like my mom will decorate them with like um some ornaments and stuff like that. It's really cool to see that.
That's super cute. I like that. I
Yeah.
like that. Do you have any other holiday traditions?
Um oh, we always go to mass on uh Christmas Christmas Day because it's usually a Sunday. Or yeah, we always go to mass on Christmas Day.
That's
That's
nice.
something we always do. But other than that, not really. What about you?
No. Um, I mean, yeah, we go to church every Christmas too. I have a personal, well, I've been trying to do it, but it doesn't really work out. But I like to collect snow globes, and so like I have a snow globe from a couple years ago. I like Christmas ones though, so like it hasn't worked out because the past couple years I've moved and they end up being broken when I move. But that one I've had since like 4 years ago, and it's just Christmas in a sled, or Christmas in a sled, Santa in a sled. But
That's pretty sick.
yeah, other than that, I don't really have like this season Christmas traditions or like holiday
Oh,
traditions.
I just remembered a tradition, and it started recently again for like the past 2 or 3 years. my mom and I, our thing is going to concerts, or my mom and my thing is like we go to concerts.
Mhm.
So for the past couple Christmases, my mom has bought concert tickets. So like for Christmas, like when I open my present, it's like like your ticket order has been confirmed, and then like
Oh,
we go see the concert later in the year. But I always go to concerts for my Christmas present. It's so awesome.
that is awesome. Okay, so what's been your favorite concert you've gone to?
Oh my gosh, that is so hard. Um, Probably when I saw Slayer with Anthrax, Testament, Lamb of God, and Behemoth, because that was my first ever like actual concert mosh pit, and it was so awesome. Oh my God. Like that was the best. I was probably 40 feet away from the stage, just going around in circles with everybody. That was
That sounds like a loaded concert. Like that sounds like a had a lot of good
Oh,
bands there.
it was the best. That was top notch, dude. And it started raining too, and like,
Was and it was outdoor?
and it was outdoor, and like Slayer has a song called "Raining Blood," and it was like, ah! Oh, it was so awesome.
That sounds like fun.
What
Concerts are
is
always real memorable.
what is
Hmm?
one of the coolest gifts you have gotten for Christmas?
For Christmas, oh gosh, that's hard. Um, why I just like decide to blank out on all of the presents I've ever gotten right now. This year I had a really partial one of my presents. I got my car. It was kind of one of my early Christmas presents this year.
That's beast, bro.
So probably that. I mean, my super huge like favorite gifts I personally have weren't from Christmas or from my birthday. So like my dog I got from like my 11th birthday. My guitar I Oh, okay. So I guess my keyboard I got for Christmas last year. That was one of my favorites. All my music stuff is usually from Christmas, I'll say. So yeah, that stuff.
That's pretty beast.
Yeah. What about you? Oh, well, your concert.
Yeah. Well, material item, probably my PlayStation. When I was a little kid,
Mm.
my uncles got me a PlayStation, and I still use it. PlayStation 3. So awesome, dude. I like it sucks because I can't play online with all my friends, but it's totally okay because I can still watch YouTube and Netflix and play like Call of Duty and stuff. So it's great. So with that, we will be bringing in our guest speaker, Miss Scollon.
Yeah. Hi guys. Now we have Mrs. Scollon with us. Um,
Thank you so much for joining us today on our discussion for fall and winter holidays and activities.
My pleasure.
And so tell us a bit about yourself just to get the audience acquainted with you.
This is my 20th year teaching. I love anatomy and physiology, hence all the like bones and stuff. I have 4 wee little devil spawn. My oldest is 8, and then I have a 6-year-old, and I have twins who are 4.5. But I'm not really like a little kid person, so it's kind of funny, if you will, that I have so many little kids. I like older kids. That's why I teach high school. I like juniors and seniors.
Awesome. So with the holidays, especially like Thanksgiving and Christmas, and as a mom, how have your holidays been changed with like the new members of your family?
Well, it's definitely a lot more exciting. I used to make fun of my mom growing up because it looked like Christmas vomited all over the house. Like it was just Christmas everywhere in every room. And I used to be so annoyed with her. And now I find that is me. And I am that house on the block with like the obnoxious lights and like every room is decorated. And every year it's more and more because my 8-year-old is psychotic and she wants to compete with everybody on like Thoroughbred, even though we don't live on Thoroughbred. And so she's never happy unless, it's exploding with vibrancy and lights. So every year it's a little bit more, it's a little bit crazier, and we are turning into that, like that family.
That's pretty sick.
When is your guys' like normal day to start decorating?
In the past, for me, it was a hardcore tradition. You don't start until after Thanksgiving is over. So like Friday after Thanksgiving. Now it's like anytime after Halloween is over. I try to keep up as much Thanksgiving-ish stuff until Thursday of Thanksgiving. But like I had my Christmas tree up, I think on Monday before Thanksgiving. I did wait to put lights on my house until Saturday, this last Saturday, so after Thanksgiving. But yeah, it has to be earlier and earlier because it's just so much work.
So are you for like big stores like Target and Costco to start like putting up Christmas decorations like pre-Thanksgiving?
No, I've always.
Or even pre-Halloween?
Yes, I feel like in July they're getting ready now for Christmas. I've never liked that. So
Yeah, I find it kind of like
Overwhelming.
rushed, Yeah, exactly.
that's a bit much. Let's celebrate one holiday at a time.
So
So-
what is? Oh, my
Go.
bad, Skylar.
Oh, I was just gonna ask one of the questions that we had from one of our students, and she asked, "What is getting you through this craziness of this time of year?" And then to follow up, do you have any like New Year's resolutions that you're already planning on?
Oh, wow. I haven't even thought about that. Well, honestly, just my students and my own children are helping me keep me motivated, focused on what's important. Try not to like lie around the house, not that my kids would let me, and watch news and the depressing stuff. I didn't realize how much I missed my students until today, logging in, or yesterday, I guess it was, with second period, and seeing their faces and being like, oh yeah, I miss you guys. So as much as I, dread work, I do love the kids, the students. I love seeing my children's faces when we, decorate or we do stuff like that. So trying to focus on the present, the right now, right here in the moment, which is why your second part of your question, oh my gosh, I haven't even thought about New Year's resolutions. I feel like that's so far ahead. I don't know. Usually it's to be a little bit more grateful and a little bit more in the moment, I guess, instead of something like exercise more, because I know that's not going to happen, or eat healthier, because I know that's not going to happen. But I do want to try to practice being more grateful and in the moment.
So, like, as living in the moment right now, it's definitely difficult with all this, all the COVID stuff going on. So how was your Thanksgiving impacted, and how do you think your Christmas will be impacted with the COVID regulations?
It was a big difference. So normally we have all the cousins and the aunts and the uncles, and it's just crazy chaos. And this year it was just my mom, my dad, and my mother-in-law with us, at the table. So it very, very limited, just the small, what was that, 9 of us then. I can't believe it was 6 of my own. And then Christmas will be the same. So normally like my brother would fly out from Texas with his daughter and his wife, and we're not doing that. No travel. We normally, of course, go and, go to Knott's Berry Farm and do all the, like SeaWorld and all the fun day trips and stuff, and none of that. So a lot of just riding bikes in the front yard and going and playing at the, throwing a ball around at the park and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's honestly, this year has like such different, it's just a different year, and it's okay. Just gotta live with it.
Gotta make
But,
the best out of it.
So another question that we were asked for you are, what are some of your holiday traditions?
Well, I just I just implemented another one last night. Our elf came back. I hate Elf on the Shelf. I really hate it. But my children really love it. So this morning, when they found him, it reminded me like, oh yeah, this is kind of fun. But like I have an alarm set on my phone every night so I don't forget to move him. And that's one tradition is the elf. He comes on December 1st and he stays until the 24th. Normally we like to have cookie decorating with our friends. That's not going to happen this year. So I'm thinking maybe I'm going to set it up with like a Zoom for my kids to do with their friends. Normally we walk around Thoroughbred for the Thoroughbred lights, but now I guess we have to drive through. Normally we just, I don't know, a lot of decorating and cookies, that kind of stuff. The normal.
Very
It's pretty,
fun.
yeah, that is fun. And also, I have a quick question about like your professional life. As like a teacher and staff member of the high school, what is your favorite like Altaloma tradition of Christmas?
Oh my gosh, for sure. The Carol of the Bells that the choir sings for us every single year. And I know Miss Nelson is like, let's make it, different. And every year I'm like, please, no, please. It's not Christmas until I hear our choir sing Carol of the Bells at the staff, meeting. And that for me, that's my favorite. And I
Definitely
hope.
so. That's choir's favorite too, so I can vouch for that. Yeah.
That's awesome. So what I know like people say that Christmas is the season of like giving and stuff. So what is like your favorite gift to give a person?
Ooh, that's really hard. I struggle with that every year because I want something that somebody's going to get it and they're going to be like, wow, you really put thought and time into this, but maybe not necessarily a lot of money. Homemade stuff. I always try to encourage my children. I'm like, let's do a craft for grandma with like your handprints or where we like, I don't know, something like that. To me, those are the most special are the homemade ones, not
Yeah,
necessarily
For sure.
monetary.
I totally agree.
100%. So a little bit straying away from Christmas perhaps, but some people wanted to know about your path with your career and stuff. So what got you into anatomy and was it fascinating and like was it the teacher? Like what exactly got you into wanting to go into anatomy as a career?
Well, first and foremost, I come from a long line of teachers and I swore from an early age that I would never, ever, 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 ever be a teacher, ever. And I went to UCR and I was a biology major and my intention originally was I'm going to be a physical therapist. And one of my jobs I got to help support myself was working for the Princeton Review and teaching test prep for SATs, which then turned into teaching classes for the MCATs and for like medical school and stuff like that. And I just really enjoyed it. I worked with a lot of high school students. I worked with a program where students who were socioeconomically disadvantaged got the classes for free. And I really loved that. And then I was getting near the end of my bachelor's degree and I had no idea what I was doing. I was scared and I was like, you know what? I don't think I want to do physical therapy. So I'm going to go to grad school and just buy myself some more time. And as I was doing that, a job opening popped up for a 7th and 8th grade teacher. And I thought, I'm going to go do that during the day while I get my degree at night. And then one thing led to another. Here I am. I hated junior high. I taught junior high for 2 years and thought this is like the worst thing in the world. I'm going to murder them all. So then I applied to come here to Altaloma. Thankfully there was a spot and I've been here. This is my 18th year here. And I realized that I love juniors and seniors. Anatomy was the emphasis for my degree. I think it's fascinating. I love the human body. I think there's no cooler subject. And that way I get to still do my love of the human body, like physical therapy kind of idea, but yet I'm helping others and hopefully inspiring other kiddos to go into the medical field.
So what's like your favorite part of teaching? Because I personally have never had you as a teacher, but I remember like seeing you in Miss Roberts' room when I took AP Bio last year. So.
I love trying to make stuff that is really difficult and sucks really digestible to make it accessible to everybody. And I want kids to like hear something on TV or in the movies or whatever and think, oh, I know that. Or when they go to the doctor, they're like, I know what they're talking about. I love those moments. Dissections for sure. I love dissecting things and pointing out, I love all those gross moments and getting kids sucked into those gross moments.
There has been a couple like shock factors on the
For sure.
PowerPoint. It's like, ah. But honestly, I love your class. It is so fun.
I'm so
Oh
glad.
my gosh. I honestly didn't like know there was so much to a bone, but
Yeah,
you know, you learn something new every day.
or two.
Okay.
So
So yeah, thank you so much, Miss Scollon, for joining us with our questions. It was great talking to you.
Of course.
Um, and for all of the Braves out there watching, thank you for tuning in this week on our holiday special. Yeah, stay brave, Altaloma.
make sure you tune in next week for Delaney and Finn. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.